unemployment is a serious issue right across Queensland. Young people struggling to find work. Brisbane teenager Clay Lewis, who has autism, tried for years to find an after-school job with no success. But instead of letting it get him down, the 16-year-old got creative, establishing his very own business, and it's called Clay's Bin Cleaning. Clay now cleans all types of bins and even has some staff, employing some school friends to help meet demand. And Clay has come into the studio this morning, along with his mum, Laura. Good morning to both of you.
Hello.
Hi.
It's great to have you in here, Clay. I'm very excited to learn all about your business. But how did you come up with the idea that bin cleaning services were needed out there?
I was trying to get a job at a fast food restaurant, but was not successful. I really like gaming and needed money to help my pay for it with Mum's help. So I came up with a bin cleaning idea.
Yeah, it's an inspired one because I tell you what, no one likes to clean the bin in my house. What about your house, Clay? Anyone like cleaning the bin? No. It's not something that you really willingly put your hand up. So explain to us, how does the business work?
I just clean bins, only wheelie bins. I also offer a free kitchen bin clean to all repeat customers.
That's a great idea to get them coming back to you, just offering that little bit of extra in your services. So why bins though? I mean, what particularly did you see that there was a need for there?
It seemed like something easy to start with, no real competition in my area.
Well, that's right. You've got to always do your market research and make sure that you can find the clients for it. Now, I said no one in my house likes to volunteer for bin cleaning because it's not the most pleasant job. Is it hard work?
Yes, it's really hard. In summer, bins smell and sometimes I gag. But
I bet.
But I just work through it.
Yeah, well, what do you do in terms of feeling sick? I guess I'd get a peg and put it on my nose or something like that. How do you deal with those feelings of feeling sick?
Well, I just block my nose or maybe using a cleaning mask.
A mask, something
Yeah.
like that, yeah, because especially in summer, I know that's difficult. How long were you trying to find an after-school job before you decided that you had to do it on your own?
About 2 years, and yesterday was my first anniversary for my bin cleaning business.
Congratulations. Well done on
Thank you.
1 year. Have you got a lot of clients, a lot of repeat customers?
Yeah.
Yeah? And I understand you've also put someone on, like, to help you with the business. That's a good sign that it's growing. How many people help you with the business now?
3 employees.
3 employees. So in terms of you're a year down the track, what have you learned so far about the business and running your own small business?
I have learned it is really important to do a good job so my customers have me back, and I do little extra things like always wind their hoses as a nice touch. It's important that our workplace is always safe for Jaden and me.
That's important, isn't it? Because especially when you're dealing with sometimes hazardous materials, you don't want to get infections and things like that. Let me just ask Mum Laura a couple of questions. It's almost as if you don't need to be here, Laura, but I will. What's it like for you seeing Clay achieve so much with his business, knowing that he tried and tried and tried to get a job part-time and he wasn't getting anywhere?
Oh, look, it's unbelievably satisfying. With his business, it was really just a thing for him to earn some money and have on his resume, because the unemployment and underemployment rate of disabled people is incredibly high and underreported. So after we started the business, and all of a sudden we noticed Clay's self-confidence skyrocketing, and he was stepping up and doing more client face-to-face communication, and now it does all of it. So those were all unexpected, but the best outcomes.
Now, you're just in the background. You are very much about supporting Clay, but he is the one that's driven all of this. But what do you do in terms of, do you take Clay around to people's homes, drop him off, that sort of thing?
No, I drive him around and stay in the car most of the time. I do get out on occasion because he has FPOS processing through, I think it's called Square. So I manage that, and I do all the behind-the-scenes advertising, client communication, emails, scheduling, confirming appointments. It probably takes about 20 hours of my
time a week.
My week, yeah. But I'm a full-time carer for him, so it's going to mean when he finishes school, he's got a full business to step into, and he'll be able to achieve an independent lifestyle.
Not many people can say that they're setting themselves up for, their career while they're still at school. Best of both worlds there, and also having you as his support. How long does it take him to clean a bin? Have you timed him?
Oh, when he started, so a year ago yesterday, it took him quite a bit, and there was lots of gagging and dry retching.
From you or Clay?
Clay. But I was cleaning beside him initially, so it was there's just the two of us, and then when we were starting to knock back work, which I didn't like, was when we started to look for someone to help, and a friend from school stepped in, and he's our go-to, and then we have two extra kids trained up as backup when he's not available. And, so they knock over 2 bins and then transportation between local addresses every half an hour.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And really, like, some people's bins wouldn't have been cleaned for years. So I can imagine it's pretty tough work some days.
Oh, we've seen some doozies.
And I hate to say it, but post-Christmas, a lot of seafood was consumed over Christmas.
Yeah.
Is it a tough time of the year after Christmas with all the seafood, that people have been left in their bins, Clay? Is that the worst part of the job?
Maggots,
Maggots! Okay. It had to come up sooner or later, didn't it?
So Clay hadn't seen a maggot until he started bin cleaning.
Okay.
And the first time he saw it, he just said to me, "What are these cute little white worms?" And I went, "They're maggots, mate. They're not cute."
It's only in the eye of the beholder. I reckon, Steve, our last guest, would say, no, they're not disgusting.
Oh, they're food for probably his...
They're all part of the food chain, so they've got to be there. That's fantastic that you've been able to overcome some of those obstacles.
Well, just to interrupt, Clay has part of autism with a lot of autistic people is having a sensory processing disorder. So that means they're extremely sensitive to different things like smell, sight, sounds, and smell is a big thing for Clay.
Yeah. So to overcome something like that
it's a huge challenge.
Is yet another barrier, isn't it?
Yep.
And so, Clay, what's next for you and the business? Are you looking to expand even further?
This year's my final year of school, so I really need to concentrate on school. I am saving to go to Abu Dhabi for the F1 race as my schoolies. I am thinking of offering car washing and driveway cleaning next year as a lovely person donated a car jar to me.
Right. So you could even see this expanding beyond the bins and becoming a full home cleaning service.
Yeah.
Amazing. Clay, I'm so pleased you were able to come in and tell us about it. Have you got any bins to clean today? Am I holding off you from some work today?
I got bin cleaning next week.
Next week.
This is still last week of holidays for him, but
you've got to take a break sometime.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year for us all.
It has. Well, I wish you both, especially you, Clay, continued success with your bin cleaning business.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you, Terry.
You should be very proud of him. I'm sure you are, Laura.
I am.
You've just been listening to Mum Laura and son Clay, both Mum and son Clay and Laura Lewis. They've been talking about Clay and how he started his own business off the bat, and looks like he's setting himself up for a career once he leaves school. At the moment, it's called Clay's Bin Cleaning, and I'm sure it's going to get even more busier after this. You're listening to ABC Radio Breakfast and ABC Queensland and Brisbane Breakfast. Terry Begley with you. Let's take it out to the news with a song.
Oh, yeah. Still don't know what I was waiting for, and my time was running wild, a million dead-end streets, and every time I thought I got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. So I turn myself to face me, but I've never caught a glimpse how the others must see the faker. I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. It's gonna have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. Ooh, yeah. I watch the ripples change the size, but never leave the stream of warm and permanent sand. So the days float through my eyes, but still the days seem the same. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their worlds are immune to your consultations. They're quite aware of what they're going through. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Don't tell them to grow up out of it. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Where's your shame you've left us up to her next event? Time may change me, but you can't twist time. Strange fascination fascinating me. Our changes are taking the pace I'm going through. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Ooh, look out, you rock and rollers. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
David Bowie and Changes. It certainly has been a change in your life recently if you've been listening to me in regional and rural Queensland. But it'll be back to normal as of tomorrow. Your regular breakfast presenter will be in the chair and behind the microphone from tomorrow. I've really enjoyed your company and I'm wishing you all in the rural and regional parts of Queensland a very happy and safe 2019.